Today I'm going to show you how I made this pretty pink floral card set. It's very quick and it's very simple. I'm going to be using just a few elements from this printable design set to make the cards. So these are two of the sheets that I'll be using that I refer to as the card bases. And they're just ones that I use to build up other elements on top of. These measure, when they're cut apart, approximately 4 3/4 inches by 3 1/4, or if you're working in centimeters, 11.9 by 8.5 centimeters. So I'm also going to be using some of the cut aparts from these two sheets. And when they're cut apart, they measure approximately 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, or again, if you're working in centimeters, 9.1 centimeters by 5.9 centimeters. I'm going to be using some that have quotes on them and some with just the designs. So to create each card, I start off with white cardstock, 8.5 by 11, that's cut in half, and then each half is folded. I've also got some pink cardstock, some gold, and then the elements from the design set that I'm going to be using. So I've went ahead and cut all of the different backers that I want to use for each card. For whatever reason, right now I'm in a bit of a gold phase where I want to back everything onto gold. I just really like the look of it. I think it gives a very elegant look, especially when you're using designs that are sort of timeless. And then I'll be using this folder that I've created, and I'll link to another video that shows how to make that folder. So now I've got all my sets taped around the perimeter on the back of each one. And then what I do is take some glue from just a glue stick and do the center part. And as I've mentioned before, that just helps save on glue and tape, and it saves me from, I always seem to have issues with with glue oozing out the sides if I don't do it this way. So it's just my little wonky way of doing it. The other thing that I found, I've been paper crafting for quite a while, and I found that I was getting overwhelmed with having too much paper. So my mission for this year is to really try and pare down. So that's why I decided to come up with my own design sets. And that way I can couple that with just some plain cardstock that I can buy at Michael's and keep on hand. And also the gold for backers, just a few elements so that I'm just not overwhelmed. So that's what prompted me to sort of come up with these design sets that I could use over and over again and just take the elements, print them as I need them, and then just use them in a variety of different projects. So there we have the first card. Is all the pieces are mounted, and I'm just going to get it stuck down and it's done. So these are the finished cards. This one is quite pretty, but it's a little bare inside. And in my last video, I showed how there are cut-aparts in this design set that are liners for the inside of each card. They coordinate with each of the designs. But also another option is, if you want to, and I'm going to do it for this one, is you can use washi tape to just add a little bit of another element inside the card. Just a nice little surprise when someone opens it up. Now, washi tape is tape, so you don't have to use adhesive to stick it down, but I find that it's not quite sticky enough and sometimes comes loose, especially if you're giving it as a gift, or if I'm making card sets to sell. I want to be able to ensure that the inside liner isn't going to come apart. So I do use a piece of double-sided tape just to make sure that it's nice and stuck. So a couple of little things just to finish up my set. I want to make an embellishment for the front of the folder. So I've taken one of the cut-aparts with a quote on it, and I'm going to mount it on gold and just glue it to the front of the folder. And that just makes a nice little finishing touch to it. And then I want to have some envelope seals. Now there are seals that come with the set that you can cut out. But again, another alternative is to just cut some small circles from any cardstock that you have on hand. I've always got little bits of the gold left, so I'm going to cut some of those out and use those for the envelope seals. Now when I'm giving them for a gift or to sell, I just put a little piece of double-sided tape on the back, and then they're ready to go whenever they're needed. So thank you for watching. I hope you feel a little bit inspired after watching how to make the cards in this set. And I hope you enjoy the little flip through of the finished sets. And if you stick around to the end, there's just a little inspirational quote to get you through the rest of the day.